Hello, I'm Andy, and here is a program called A Star is Born on the 8th of January, a very powerful day in the universe, in Capricorn. Before I begin, if I may have 1 minute of your time, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms belong to the energy of the soul. That's the one that's changing the lines and signs, letting me know how your future is going on. And I'll show you how. If you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. This will be with the help of the soul, the third eye, and the aura. You need such powerful energy. We'll talk more about this later. So, you born on January the 8th in the period of Capricorn. What a fascinating, wonderful day to be born. You will be happiest if you can be a scholar with university degrees and even teach in colleges or even teach in universities because you admire people who are educated and that's what you want to be. You could do very well in business as well. Although you may have a very good education, the business planets are very active and the businesses of real estate, buying and selling land or houses for people, the businesses of building material, being an architect, or even in the farming industry, we use land for other purposes too, agriculture and farming, and even getting in the business of supplying machinery for farming and for agriculture, or even for homes. So, all that is my first choice because the planet Saturn is very highlighted in your horoscope and very respected, and he rules land. You can be very clever in translating plants of all kinds, flowers of all kinds, into herbs, medicinal purposes. So you should try and learn that trade. There are so many possibilities on YouTube that you can learn this trade and learn it on the internet as well. Talking of the internet, you have wonderful Uranus position who makes you very much at home with information technology. Learn more. There are so many courses. Learn a course in IT that fits into what you want, whether it's real estate, whether it's the herbs, how to manufacture them into medicinal purposes. So you have this wonderful Uranus that makes you very inventive. And you'll be a scholar who's very inventive, writing books and writing such things as thesis and even to educate the world in whatever subject that you choose. This planet Uranus, I'm very impressed by it. It'll make you to be global. So you could be global in your business or in the job areas because you'll have the computer and you'll know exactly how to make the best use of it. You could be a great designer because you have a wonderful Venus, the planet of creativity. So a designer on the internet using information technology. And it could be interior decoration. It could be the fashion industry, anything that smacks of creativity. You are there for it. And very positively, you are there. You could be a great stylist in many ways. And you could be somebody who could be in landscaping. Making landscaping means beautifying nature. And you're very much at home. You have a wonderful Mars position that rules law and the government. So, in the area of government service, or as a lawyer, or fighting the rights of people through NGOs, you could also be very welcome in that. This planet Mars is very respected in your horoscope, making you a person who has the daringness to protect people and fight them for their rights and fight for their rights. And you'll be able to do that. And finally, you have a wonderful Mercury that makes you very business wisely, very much interested. Even as a job, you will be doing very well because you have the brain power, the skills of writing, the skills of speaking, all given to you by the planet Mercury. And you could translate that into business as well. You'll have the marketing strategy because Mercury rules brain power. And that's where it also means anything to do with speaking and writing skills is brain power. And that's where you will do well. You have a problem with some planets who give you inferiority complexes. So you will feel not very good, not up to the standard of other people. Possibility in three areas. Firstly, in the physical side of you. Secondly, in the mental side of you, which includes job, business, and such mental usage. And thirdly, in the emotional side of you. You must put your finger to see where these complexes are and cure them. Cure them by improving that part that makes you feel lesser than other people. You get intimidated by people very easily, partly because of these inferiority complexes, and partly because you are infatuated with jobs and business industries, which means you don't take it seriously. You try this, you try that, you move on and on like that, and you never become a specialist that way. You become a person who knows many things to do, but never a specialist. So be a specialist by focusing on what you have to do. The ego for you born on the 8th of Capricorn is not steady. So what does it do? Well, it lessens teamwork and it lessens tolerance for people who work with you or work for you, people who live with you as a family, people who play sports with you. So you must improve this ego by improving tolerance and improving teamwork. Don't show the arrogant side of you. It's no point. And lastly, you have a planet that makes you very secretive. This secretively, this secretive planet may be very active in love areas of your life, having secret love affairs, and thus causing your marriage or your steady girlfriend to find out and give you a lot of trouble. So you can have a lot of trouble in your personal life or romance and marriage for partly these reasons that you're secretive. This secretivity can also be due to your habits, drugs or cigarettes or anything, alcohol. So tell yourself whatever makes you to be addicted, to be dependent on anything. You don't want to do that. I'm going to give you some cycles of time. In astrology, we call them time cycles. They are periods of time. And I'm firstly going to give you in your lifetime the periods of time that will give you very high success in any area, job, business, personal, and getting awards, recognition. So, what are the positive cycles for you? The ages of 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, 80, 89, or even 98 years old. As you approach these ages, you will see the success building up, the happiness building up, the togetherness of security building up. And as you get into these ages, you see the rewards waiting for you. Just like all of us will have positive cycles, all of us will also have negative cycles. And what are they? In your case, you have to be careful. The ages of 20, 29, 38, 47, 56, 65, 74, 83, or even 92 years old, illnesses, losses of job and income, devastating attack on your business areas, and breakdown in family areas. Anything can happen, not all, but anything can happen during these ages. So these are just sample ages I've given you. When you see me for a 90-minute session, I will talk to you about your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll go through it very quickly to show you the platform that waits for you. And I'll talk to you about your lucky cycles and your bad cycles to prepare you for the next 9 year cycle. Regarding your weaknesses are firstly that you want to attempt too much. You have a father complex, you have a mother complex to show your family members how big you want to be. And therefore, you go ahead hastily, impatiently planning things, but the foundation remains very, very weak. And that's not good. You will fail again and again and again. So there's no need to show off your strengths as long as you are solid. You have to be very careful that the solidity of business or job must be the knowledge that you have. And talking of knowledge, you are a philosopher of some kind. You will always be interested in the knowledge of spiritualness, wisdom, experience. You will gain that. And that's what makes you very, very special. You are a very compassionate person, ready to help family members, ready to help people. And that's a wonderful strength that you have. Your compatibility, because of these wonderful planets, will make you easily compatible because you'll be ever ready to push people in the limelight rather than yourself. That's the wonderness of you. And you'll also have all the knowledge and experience and be a great teacher, a great educator if you want. It's a very lucky day to be born on the 8th of Capricorn. So get ready to show off your best. It would be important for you in terms of partnerships to be careful. because you seem to take your time making decisions. You are very much into details. So whether you have a partner in sport, in business, in job, at home, be careful. If they, the rest of them, are impatient, hasty, then you'll have many problems with them because you like to look at the fine details. That's how you are. And so you can correct them by doing all that. Regarding your emotional life, is going to be a little bit sad sometimes because you'll always be the victim. You'll always can be made use of by people because of your kindness that you show. Well, that's the way you are. Be careful, especially on these bad cycles I show you, where you can be made use in just about every way. Well, that's what I have to tell you. This 90-minute session I wish to impress you by. It only costs you USD $50, and it'll be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and reading your palms. Your palms are very, very special. They belong to the energy of the soul. And talking of the soul, we all are given the soul, the third eye, and the aura, and we automatically will have it to be brought to life and be activated. But always in our only 50s and 60s and 70s of ages, too late in life. And so that's a problem. I know a way how to accelerate these energies. Even if you're a teenager, came to see me, that teenager is going to be very wise with knowledge and wisdom because of that connection, activation to the soul, the third eye, and aura. So all these things will be taught to you, and I will go in depth to you about your health. All I know right now is born in January the 8th, in the area of Capricorn. So what do I see? Well, I must tell you, I see heart problems. I don't have enough information. I should have your full date of birth, your time of birth, and have to read your palms. But I can tell you, I can see heart problems. So it's either due to cholesterol or you're born with a weak heart. You got to check these areas. I don't want to say too much, but I also see your digestive areas are very, very weak. That may be also a reason why your body becomes weak because of the digestion is very, very poor. I will do a whole circle for you about your health to tell you at what ages is going to wreck you, what ages is going to bring you down, so that you'll have plenty of time to repair yourself. So let's give it a go. Let's have this session. You've got nothing to lose. You just spend USD 50 and we'll get going about your next 9 years. How about that? So just send me this email and I will reply you and off we go. And knowing all your energies, like your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky direction. These are very powerful energies to know, and how to use them, I will teach you. I wish you a good life in the meantime. Thank you. Goodbye.